My role is to speak to all these people, and normally I speak my own language, so you have to excuse me if I can't find the words all the time, you have to help me. But I guess that your English is
the
same as mine, so that's good. First I would like to know a little bit, short maybe introduction about why you're here, and as I understood you come from university?
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe in brief. To say a few
yes,
words about
first, yes.
Yes, this is our students' master degree program from Varna Free University, studying mainly developing European projects. So it's, you know, for Bulgaria now, it's very important applying for European funding. And we are for a week here, starting from Monday till Friday. Each day we have one institution, lecturing in the institution, visiting and so on. For example, on Monday we visit the Committee of Regions, on Tuesday the European Parliament, after that the Council. Today we visit in the morning the Bulgarian representation at the moment here, and tomorrow the European Commission. We have 3 visits in 3 DGs. DG, of course, Education and Culture, DG Research, and DG Regional Policy. And we are ending at the end of the week. This is a 1-week stage at the end of a 1-year study program of a master degree program. Students, they have at the end this stage here, and after that they defend their thesis.
So it's the EU experts I'm going to talk to now,
In some extent. Yes, they are from Sofia, from Varna, from Smolensk.
But you all study at this university?
Yes, but all they are from Varna University. Yes.
I have actually been in Bulgaria.
Oh, yeah.
That was when I was younger. 27 years ago or something like that.
Have you been to the Black Sea?
Yes, I was there on holiday, and I had really nice times.
Our university is situated at the coast.
Is it?
Yeah. Our buildings are very near to the shore.
I guess a lot of things have happened since I was there, but I've been in Bulgaria.
We invite you
to come again. Yeah. No, anyway, as I told you, I'm responsible for the visitor service here at representation, and we are a group at representation who's working with communication and information. I can say we are 7 people, and I'm responsible for the visitors. I have also an assistant who helps me with this, and then we have a press part of it, the press counselor and a deputy, and also 3 people working with the web, who's based here. So if we start with the press side, the press counselor Jörgen Gren and his deputy, they are handling, in normal situations I would say, that when we don't have the presidency, they are handling the contacts with the Swedish-speaking press. And that means that they are arranging background briefings before the council meetings here at representation. 15-20 Swedish journalists, very handy in the small room here, have coffee and talk about things and invite the councillors who are responsible for different areas to give a briefing together with the ambassador. Now it's a bit different because now we are not only a spokesperson for the Swedish part, now we are actually spokesman for the whole council for EU, so or the council part of the EU. So now it's 400 or 500 sometimes journalists from the whole world who we are have contact with, and that's of course in the council building where they have this big briefing room. So yeah, it's a bit of a different. I was here also when we had the first Swedish presidency, so I remember the day after it ended when all the phones just stopped ringing from 24-hour service. It's a bit of a post-presidency depression when the Spaniards is taking over 1st of January. But it's very exciting, and yeah, I enjoy being part of it for the second time. So the press side is, as I said, meeting the press and talk about the council meetings before and after, when they have had the negotiations. They tell how the outcome was, and then we have the second part of our unit is the web side, where we have 3 web editors who actually continuously feeding the presidency website with information concerning the council meetings. So their part in it is to be close to the should we say battlefield? Maybe it's not the right word. But then of course we work together with a network of information departments on the different ministries in Sweden. And there's also a special secretariat at governmental offices, the Prime Minister's office, that are dealing with the coordination of how we are communicating during the presidency. And then, yeah, the last bit was me then, with these 5,000 visitors that we are having every year. And I have been here since March 2000, and for 9 years it's been constantly the same amount of visitors coming. So it's really nice to see that the interest is still so high, and to be part of being able to help to raise sort of some kind of basic level of information about how European Union is working. Because I think when you work here, you are sort of in a little bubble, an EU bubble, and you think that everything is about the European Union, but very small bit is about European Union for a normal citizen. I mean, it's so far away from Brussels. So if you can create some kind of platform so that you understand a bit more when you're dealing with all the information that comes from media and so on. That's how I look at my job anyway. Yeah, but it's not only the press and information unit in this house. We are quite a few people working here. Normally around between 110 and 115 people in the mission, but during the presidency now I think we have reached 180 people. And the reason why you are so many more during a presidency is that when you are sort of sharing the work, negotiations in the council, of course you have to be neutral. You have to be searching or looking for compromises between 27 member states. So that you can't just sit there and raise the Swedish views on everything. You have to try to be neutral. So you also need to have someone who actually are giving the Swedish views. So you have 2 people during presidency, the chairman and a Swedish delegate. So we are more people physically in the room. But then of course, when you have the role as a spokesperson for your different groups, you also have demands on you have to have contacts with the other institutions, you have contacts with the other member states, delegations, you have also a lot of contact home to the governmental offices. So it needs to be a lot of more people who deals with issues to be able to take on the role as the president of the council. So I said we were 180 people. 1/3 comes from the Foreign Office still. 1/3 is all the other councillors from the other ministries, and the last third is the locally employed here in the mission. So we have quite a few locally employed officers and assistants, which means that they are actually employed directly by this authority. We are our own authority, and we are here all the time. We will not go home after 3-4 years, as the diplomats. They have 3-4 years, and then there is someone else coming. So most people here are diplomats.
Brussels, working for the European Commission. I used to be in Spain a teacher, secondary schools. I used to teach French. And when I came here in Brussels in '86, I've been working for a member of the European Parliament, Spanish member, for 2 years. And in '88, I came to work for the Commission. At the beginning, I was working in DG Transport for 6 years, and after, from '94, I'm working for DG EAC, Education and Culture. I've been working for Comenius program. Comenius is a program for secondary schools, primary and secondary schools. It's a little bit like the Erasmus for children. And in 2003 until the end of last year, I've been working for a program that maybe you know, Erasmus Mundus. It's a very interesting program for all of you because we give quite nice grants for doing masters and doctorates now for third country students and European students to do a master or doctorate that has been selected in the framework of the program. So I know that the university, when I was working for this program, I have done the first compendium of master courses, and I remember more or less all the universities that participated in this program at that moment. And when I saw Varna Free University, I remember this name. So if you are interested in this program, you can write to Google Erasmus Mundus, and you will go into the website of the agency, executive agency. Well, we'll see in 2 minutes the program. You will have a first presentation concerning possibilities of traineeships at the European institutions. You can, as my colleague will explain to you, you can do a traineeship at the Commission, Parliament, Council, and so on. And after this presentation, we'll have a break, a coffee break. You will have coffee and tea and soft drinks there. And 10:30, you will have the second presentation concerning the priorities of the research policy of the European Union.
And I'm working at the traineeship office, and I will give a short presentation about what traineeship is at the European institutions and how it works, how you could apply. And then I hope that you will have a lot of questions, and it's always better to understand about this program asking the trainees themselves. So I have asked to come Olga. Yes, and Elisa. Yes, and Elisa is from here. So you will be able to ask questions in the hearing her, and all these from the subcommittee, so she will tell more about the status. Okay. So at first I would like to know who knows already something about the traineeship program. Could you raise your hand? Nobody. It's a young people who have thought about applying for a traineeship at the European institution. Nobody.
It's a growing policy, as you will see from the slide. There is a growing budget allocated to these activities. There is also a growing interest of the scientific community for obvious reasons, because there is money there. But not only money, as we will see, there is also a growing interest of the public for these activities. Because, as you know probably, the public is interested in science and technology, but there are also in Europe especially some concerns about some technologies, like nuclear energy, for example, like biotechnology also. We have to address, we have to understand these concepts. As you see from this chart, as I said, there is a growing budget allocated to research.